Anyway, let's get into it. What do we have this week? None other than Miss Lana Del Rey. Look. I simply don't care. I know she's kind of basic. I know she's said some things that are not great. I mean, not like awful, you know what I mean? She's just kind of like regular white lady bad, not like actually bad or egregious. And actually, she's done some pretty good things for like indigenous, whatever. It is what it is. I love Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey's music has been super duper fucking important to me. This album is just nothing but bangers. Born to Die, Off to the Races, Video Games, National Anthem. Also, little fun fact about me. I have like 3 or 4 drag routines to Lana Del Rey songs because they just hit that mark of like, it's kind of sexy, kind of sultry, but also like a little tongue in cheek, like not quite danceable, more like wriggly, kind of just like gets into your body. It's like, it makes you feel like you're about to go out drinking and doing a bunch of shit you're not supposed to do, which I mean, she does talk a lot about, not for nothing. If I had the femme upbringing that I might have wanted, I probably would have been one of the characters in her songs. $1 Million Man, Summertime Sadness, and This Is What Makes Us Girls. These are all like so many good songs on this album. Highly recommend. Let me show you the back. Just pretty simple album stylings. This is one you can listen start to finish. It's so good. It's just really just one of my favorite albums of all time. Does not have my favorite Lana Del Rey song, which, can anyone guess? Can anyone guess what my favorite Lana Del Rey song is? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'll give you a couple of seconds. If anyone gets it, I'll give you a prize. I've just decided this very minute we're going to have a prize if someone can guess my favorite Lana Del Rey song. It's going to be a good prize. It'll be a book. It's a good book. It's a book that'll give you brains. Any guesses? Your time is running out, like the Muse song. Okay, it is West Coast. West Coast from Ultraviolence. So, not this one. Really, do recommend. Next. Listen, Minneapolis is in the news. And we did have one of the other greats. How could we not hit you with this one? Purple Rain by Prince and the Revolution. Look, there are so many reasons that Prince is one of the most important artists to me personally, but also just to us, to the world. Prince was he was absolutely about it. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who was for the people, for Black liberation, for fighting against the structures, literally changed his name to a symbol, not just because it was a symbol of androgyny, but also it was both. It was a both and. It was both to change his name to a symbol for androgyny and also to fuck over a record company because they owned anything that was under the name Prince, but they didn't own anything that was under this unpronounceable symbol. He was, the number of instruments that he played well. Also, you have to think about the fact that people who perform a lot, especially in high heels, we're talking athletes, literal athletes, right? Playing for hours, like playing in all kinds of weather. Have you seen Prince's Super Bowl performance? And we know, fuck the Super Bowl into the sun. It is what it is. But watch that performance. Watch it in a way that doesn't link back to them. See if you can find it somewhere. But it's brilliant. He was a brilliant live performer. And speaking of this album in particular, did you know that the Purple Rain, the recorded version, they wanted it to have a big sound. So they actually recorded it live. And a lot of the best parts of this song were ad-libs. It was just absolutely off the cuff in the moment. And they went back into the studio and they like added stuff to it. There's a video out right now by, I believe at Treehouse Detective. It's funny. I picked this album and then shortly thereafter, it wasn't even, not like I'd even searched it yet. So it was, listen, if it was the algorithm, it's even creepier, but a video about this very album came out, which is why I was like, well, yeah, it's out there. It's in the stars that I should be doing this. But, Paisley Park in Minnesota, Prince, a couple other things about Purple Rain. It was originally a country song. And originally he didn't like it because it was too country. And then he, I think I wrote this down somewhere. He offered it to Stevie Nicks. And Stevie Nicks was like, it's too personal a song. Like, this is your song. Like, I can't do this. And then after it was recorded, he thought it sounded a little bit like Journey. So he like talked to, I think Jonathan Cain is the name of the person from Journey. And they were like, I don't see it, but it's a great song. Like, you should put this song out. It's a really long song for one that's so popular. And it has so many, it defies genre, right? And it's so emotionally gripping of a song. And all the songs in this album, there's so many great songs. I mean, the beginning of it, Let's Go Crazy, Dearly Beloved. Like, it's so iconic that people who don't know Prince or know this album, you say Dearly Beloved, they could probably repeat to you like most of the rest of that and not even have any idea. It just has entered the zeitgeist. It's so iconic. What else is on this one? Darling Nikki, come on now. Come on. Super hot. Just a super hot song, like a lot of his songs. And like a lot of his songs, they're so specific that you're like, you didn't make this up. This happened. I know this happened. And let's just also talk about like culturally how, at a time when Prince is one of the few human beings, few black men that has been able to just be like hyper feminine and not only have it be okay, but like kind of be celebrated for it. There are so many straight male comedians who have bits about like basically wanting to fuck Prince. Like they didn't say it as such, or they wouldn't spell it out, but that's basically what they were saying, right? Like he was the kind of person who, and look, if non-binariness had been a thing at the time, I have my suspicions. I don't know. Because also he had some, beliefs that were questionable. But I'm going to say this. I don't believe that Prince was supposed to die when he died. I believe that, look, when people say doctors or cops, they mean it. Okay? Just keep that in mind, right? Doctors are totally tied into this system. They get to decide literally life and death, right? In this society, we believe that being a doctor or a lawyer are basically the only two respectable jobs there are in this world, right? It's really messed up. But I don't think he should have died. And again, am I saying that he was actively killed by someone? I'm not saying that exactly, but also I wouldn't put it past them, because I think it's way past time that we start thinking about the fact that if people will kill other people for like, I don't know, $1,000 and a can of Spam, right? Do you really think they wouldn't kill off one of the most powerful musicians and thinkers and speakers to ever live? Come on, right? It's funny how much we grew up believing in the benevolence of the overculture and like afraid of each other, right? Like you gotta lock your doors and watch out for everybody because like everybody's out to get you. But the government, they've got your best interests at heart, love. They're gonna be right there with you. Of course not. We've got it backwards. Anyway, if you haven't heard this album, please listen to it from start to end. Let me show you the back. There we go. There we go. And also, as promised, the inside art. Get a little looky at that. And of course, we've got the lyrics here on the back with the moonlight on the water. Beautiful Beautiful. Not for a for a can of sham chowder is wild work. Anyway, those are this week's albums, and I hope that you will check them both out, listen to them both, start to end, learn more about them, learn more about the artists, learn more about the music, and really give Prince a listen. One of the greatest guitarists, singers, dancers, performers. Just there will never be another. There will never be another like that. Actually, you know what? Let me not do that, because I guarantee you that there are people out there right now with just as much talent who just need a shot and haven't had the opportunity. You know, a quote I believe I quoted before and will quote again because it's such a good one. I'm less interested in the weight and convolutions of Einstein's brain than the certainty that people of greater ability have died in sweatshops and slave fields. Because it's all about us having a chance to really express ourselves, to really give the world the art that is in us, to give the world everything that is inside of us. At any rate, speaking of giving us the art that is inside of us, we are about to kick into our musical guest, Square Symbols, the amazing drummer and also content creator, makes great content. Absolutely follow at Square Symbols. Mistrix.